Hello again, it's me Matt. Today I've got another Bionicle tutorial for a custom Matoran micro tower build. I originally started building this style because I wanted to build some custom Matoran. So with a quick Google search to get some inspiration, I found a design by a guy on Flickr called MacLeod, and I'll link him in the description because some of his stuff's pretty good. And I used one of his designs as a basis for this. So with his design, I used the arms and the legs because the scale was right. He used the same waist piece, but the way he did the arms, they were in line with the legs, and so the arms kept hitting the legs, and I didn't really like that design. So I reworked the torso so I could have it one Technic piece wider on each side. So the whole thing is built up, and that's what I'm going to show you today. As you can see, the torso is built up by quite a few small Technic pieces. The way you have to build this, there is a exact way you have to build it to lock everything in place. So these are all the parts you will need to build this Matoran body. At the end of the video I'll also show how to attach the other head style, the receiver, not the ball joint heads. So yeah, you need your head, a Nika, waist, leg pieces. This piece I don't know what to call it, it's got three holes in it, and then this axle pin in here. There's two versions, a sloped one and a thick one. You need the thick one, just it works better. Two ball joints with axle holes for the arms, one long Technic pin, two these L-shaped Technic connectors, two like the size 1 axle. You need two of these pins with the axle hole on the end, three blue axle pin connectors, one hand or neck connection, two of these, I don't know, weird triangle pieces. So to start, you need your two triangle connector pieces and just line them up together, and then get the pin connector pieces and you put them in the holes next to the axle holes, but don't push them all the way through yet. That's one of the steps to lock everything in place. What you need to do next is put the 3-length pin in the middle hole. Yeah, then get the triangle 3-shaped connector and put the pin through the bottom hole, face it so the pin receivers come out the side where the blue pin is. So you need to get both of your right angle pieces and put in the blue pins, one on the two ends. So with that you put the blue pin into the holes of the triangle piece, and so the tops of the connectors are in line with the top of the triangle piece. So stick them both in and then push the pins, these back pins, through to lock them in place. And you just get your hand with your blue pin and then just put that up in the top. That's where your neck piece is going to be. And then get your Nika legs, put that through the blue pin through the top. So that's how it just connects. It wobbles a little bit, but it's held in by all the construction on the side. And then to finish, you just get your ball joints and put the small axles in, which then just stick onto the side. Now you can change the blue pin if you want to put different chest armor on, but that's what I use for the Nuva chest piece, because the pinhole lines up exactly where it needs to go to hold it in place, and you just finish off with your head. So for my build I used the similar spacing for the arm pieces, but I want to put the Nuva shoulders on. So I just filled out these gaps with some Technic bits, and so that just lines up. So you can customize, you know, in the inner arms, the upper shoulders, to suit how you want your Matoran or mini Toa to look. So for the legs, it's just the small Hero Factory connectors, and you use the ball joint one so you can have some upper armor, just add some you know, covering to it. So that's the basic design for, you know, Gen 1 style Matorans, but if you want to go Gen 2 or Hero Factory, I've got a different head connector for this one. So for this design, for the, you know, the socket head pieces, you need one of these connectors where it's long on one end for an axle, and then the side one. The two pins you'll need is just a normal small axle and a double pin, and then just a ball joint to finish off. So you get your Technic connector, put the pin in and the ball joint, so that it just becomes a long neck piece, and then you connect it the same way as the other one, just by putting a pin in it, and then that just connects in the same spot the hand does for the other version. It does wobble a little to the side because it doesn't have the width of the hand, but boom, it just connects there like that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely go check out Mac Daddy on Flickr, because his designs are really good, and I probably wouldn't have been able to design these on my own, so it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah, and I'll have more videos whenever I get them out.